Hello everybody and welcome back to Analog Vernacular. Today we're going to be playing some more triangle strategy and we're going to be looking at one of the side stories. But before we do that, let's go ahead and look at our team real quick. So right now we've gotten, looks like everybody to level 2. In fact, some of you are getting pretty close to level 3. We're going to hit that level 5 cap real fast. Also, classes. Everybody is a recruit at the moment. Now, besides being referred to as a recruit, you notice that on the left, underneath where their name is, it does tell you, I don't know if this is like a subclass or just like a, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is between being called a recruit and what it says under there where it says Serenoa is a swordsman, Benedict is a tactician, pyromancer, and physician. So those must be sort of like maybe pathways for our classes. But everybody is currently referred to as recruit, so probably like swordsman has a certain set of classes that they'll have access to. So instead of being completely open on the class system, they're probably on paths. That's my guess. Let's see, we have weapon ranks. So your tomes, we've got swords for these two, and we've got staves for you. Okay. Definitely Serenoa is our tankiest individual. It seems like Benedict has pretty good defense, though, from that last battle. So physical defense is 7, and yours is 6. So, yeah, even though he has more HP, you're more of our physical tank, it looks like. Magic defense is equal. These two have one more magic defense. Okay. We've got evasion, we've got jump, so yeah, we're gonna have to keep an eye on those jump stats and stuff. I'm guessing that like a jump of 2 means that you can jump up to whatever measurement they're using for their vertical is probably just measured not in like decimal increments, but in single-digit increments. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I didn't really look in the last battle at what the height measurements were looking like, but we can kind of keep an eye on that. Also, we have resistances down at the bottom. It looks like you have some resistances, so you're weak to ice, and you have resistance to fire. You've got nothing. Okay. Scorch, Flame Shield, and Blazing Chains. Now, we only had access to Scorch in the last fight. Did we? Oh, I see. Learned at level 4. Learned at level 7, so we can get access to Flame Shield, but not Blazing Chains in the demo. What about you? Okay, level 3 and level 6, so we'll get access to For Those in Need from you. Hawk Dive and Pursuit Stance, we can get access to those in the demo. Bulwark, that was a, if I remember correctly, Bulwark was a defense buff. I don't remember what Bird of Prey was. Probably, so Raging Beast is attack, Bulwark is defense, Bird of Prey, I'm not sure, I don't remember. Okay. Let's also go to the encampment, because this is something we unlocked after the first mission. Okay, looks like there's only one person here. I'm guessing this is our shop. And we used a lot of our healing items, so we're going to want to get some stuff. Ah, if it isn't Lord Serenoa. How do you do? This humble merchant has brought the finest selection of goods from across the realm. Please have a look. At the Provisioner, you can purchase items and accessories, and sell unwanted items in your possession. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them, so remember to equip them to the ally of your choosing. This may be accomplished on the unit detail screen, the inventory menu, or via the prompt that appears after purchasing the accessory. You got it. Can we actually buy accessories right now? Oh yes, look at this. We don't have the money for them, but... Alright, so we have 1 HP recovery pellet on hand. Ooh, man. Alright, let's buy 3 of those. I'm gonna buy 1 of each of these. Yeah, let's have 5 on hand. Material required to learn rank 1 weapon abilities. Interesting. Okay. I'm guessing that's not something we can make use of right now. Okay. We don't have access to any accessories yet. It doesn't seem like you can change your weapon on this screen. So weapon abilities are going to come into play. Don't know how to do that yet. We won't worry about it until we the game basically tells us that we can do it. But let's go ahead and give this a save. Hit the plus button to leave the encampment. And let's go ahead and try this side story. So it's over in the Crown City. Does it tell us, like a difficulty level? Like, I wonder if some of them are going to be too hard for us. That remains to be seen. Okay, side stories. At Whitehome Castle, home of Glenbrook's royal family, preparations begin for a grand ceremony to commemorate a new age of harmony between the three nations. Kingdom of Glenbrook, Crown City. We'll select the event. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any kind of difficulty star system that I could see. Although sometimes I am blind to things that are staring me right in the face. Ooh, I remember this bridge.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
Franny, huh? Franny?
It would seem Prince Roland shrugged off the king's guard and went on a little excursion.
Okay, this is Roland's
as he's
brother.
wont to do. I swear it's as if the boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family.
Whoa, buddy. Fucking cool it, Franny. I think he's pretty cool. I like the guy. What a dick. I already don't like him.
I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Clarice.
But of course, Your Highness.
Clarice sounds familiar. Did we meet him in the demo?
The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost. Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself.
Oh, are they having a competition? A tournament? Sounds like it.
Over there is Minister Exham Marshall of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
A general of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man, Sorsle End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord. As you doubtless know, he is the Holy State's Minister of Salt. A prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife?
Good to know. Bit of conflict from within at Hyzant.
Clarice. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
You need not remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Frost's ruling family.
Okay, we're meeting people. Not that I'm gonna remember all that, but I'll try my damnedest. I have the worst memory in all of YouTube history, so good luck to me.
Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead.
Whoops.
I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together.
Okay, so Franny is next in line for the crown, and so that means that our friend is younger brother. Something bad's gonna happen to Franny. I'm calling it now. And it's gonna put the younger brother in line for the throne, which is gonna cause issues.
Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves.
What's gonna incite this conflict?
Allow me to escort you to Whiteholm Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Because right now we're kind of like forging peace. So obviously somebody's planning something in the background. I don't remember enough of the demo
Prince
to remember
Roland,
who the bad
finally
guy
you return.
was. Oh, is this that one girl?
At ease you went.
Yeah,
I trust all was well in my absence.
I liked her. She was a good character. She was the one that was on like the Griffin or something, right?
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Kind of a rogue class.
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Huette. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
And she's clearly in love with you,
I should hope not.
according to anime custom.
So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow. And alongside House Wolfort, no less.
Ooh, is that what this mission is going to be?
How did
Attorney?
you-
That's fun.
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready to fight in a tournament. That's fun. Let's go. Ah, do we not get to actually do it? All right. We'll probably be coming back to that later. That's literally just plot stuff. All right, fair enough. I kind of hope we do get to take part in that tourney later, though. Okay, so we're going back to Castle Wolfort. Having routed the bandit, Serenoa and his retinue make their way back to Castle Wolfort. Okay. Let's do it.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Booming man.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
Implying that he's the reason the brigands
There is
knew
no
we were
cause for
there?
concern, Eridor.
Or that she was going to be there?
Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
I think that's what he's implying.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind. And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
Eridor, I think, is our actual tank.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
And also, I think that I got Huette mixed up with this white-haired girl. I think she's the rogue, and then Hewitt, I think, is the one that's on the Griffin, but I kind of got the two characters mixed up. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Man, I can't believe how much I've forgotten from that demo already, but I remember it was a lot of fun.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
They
So
may not be
soft-spoken.
of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
God, I love sprite work. This game is gorgeous. I love this art style
My
so
lord,
much.
your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Eridor joined your forces. Welcome to the team. Happy to have you. Okay, Anna's aptitudes in battle. Maybe you should tell me this when we actually get into the battle. Takes 2 actions in the same... Oh yeah, I remember that. Takes 2 actions in the same turn. Can conceal herself from enemy eyes. Yeah, I liked her. She's pretty damn useful. Eridor's aptitudes in battle. Shields allies with superb defensive capabilities. Draws the enemy's attacks. Counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. Cool. He would have been useful on the last map. But hey, we figured out a strategy that worked. Took us a minute, but we got there.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal.
Which means he's gonna be dead soon.
Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
I wonder if it's gonna happen at the
From
tourney.
the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the 2 before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome.
So we're just a really high
Anna,
house
I
in
would trust you
Glenbrook.
safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney. Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords.
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear.
Ooh, the Dawnspear.
Still,
I think I remember
wish
him
them all
from the
the
bridge.
best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
His family don't like him very much. He prefers us.
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so we came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all. I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well.
Oh yeah.
I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
We're gonna get to do the tourney. Hell yeah.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
No parents
Good.
will survive this
I
game.
remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming.
It's basically a staple. I mean, parents can't live. They just can't. It's not allowed.
Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Okay. I guess this is just giving us another opportunity to go here to look at that if we needed to. Just double checking there's not anything else here. All right. Lord Simon, head of House Wolfort, welcomes Frederica into his home both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Esfrost's unity. And so he's sickly?
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl.
So in the last episode, I assumed that Frederica was a princess, like a high-ranking princess from Esfrost, and that we were also like a prince, but I was wrong about that. I think that they're both just from high-up houses, and, well, maybe she's not from as high of a house as we might expect, because obviously she's from this race of people that have pink hair and are frowned upon within our society for reasons unknown at this point. So obviously she holds some kind of status, but it's not as high as I was initially expecting it to be. which lends to why the people on the boat just left her on the dock like they did. If she was an actual, like, high-ranking princess, they would have never have done that.
You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
So we're just two
Thank you, my
high-ranking
lord.
individuals from Glenbrook and Esfrost.
I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Okay, still a very patriarchal society, it seems.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance.
Okay.
And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister,
There we
at
go.
the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine.
Ooh, okay. So that's where things kind of get in, huh? The Archduke's sister. So, like, she is really high up, but she's, well, to put it bluntly, a bastard. In the, in the vernacular of what they would refer to her in a medieval world, she's a bastard. Of a Rosellan concubine, and Rosellans are frowned upon. We'll figure out why, I'm sure. Okay.
And House Wolford, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Yeah, so why not that?
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse,
we could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely.
It's a little bit
Such are
counter to the
schemes
point,
of
though.
those who rule nations.
If they would have married, it would have even more likely have lessened the possibility of that happening. That's kind of the point, though. So that probably still would have been the best option. It kind of ensures that it's even harder for that to occur.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Although that might speak to plans that either one of those sides might have. So maybe some people on both sides are intending for war to occur in the end anyways. We know that something's going on behind the scenes that's going to lead to war, so maybe that's the logic
Well
there.
said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Father!
Lord Simone!
You can call him Dad.
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was.
It'll be true soon,
For this
right?
reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolf.
Oh, wow, we just became the Lord.
You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son.
So we're hosting some of Esfrost.
And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight.
Here, before
both
the
of
tourney.
you, for busy days lie ahead.
A young hawk soars completed. All right, looks like we're going to be moving into Chapter 2.
"30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long and battled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Two Arms, Brave Warriors, Chapter 2. Okay. So that icon we just saw is probably representative of Lord
Welcome
Dragon.
to Castle
Dragon.
Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolford, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Frost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all.
Oh no.
For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolford
Maybe
in
eventually.
Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolford, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Frost shall also be in attendance?
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norzelian mines. I understand his star in Frost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels.
Uh-oh.
As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
They have dynamite. Is she from Hyzant?
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. Exploration. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle and more. Okay, run, walk, run, hold B or R to dash. To end the exploration phase and continue with the story, press the plus button. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all. I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. Oh, and we will. I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norzelia's 3 nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragan's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I can think of none more suited to oversee this mine's development. Until he betrays us all. I'm pretty sure he's the bad guy. With a name like Dragan, I think he might be the guy from the demo that was the bad guy. I don't know that for sure, but I don't remember for sure. I heard tell Prince Roland is shirking his duties at the castle once again. Thank heavens that shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. Rude. I'm his friend, you know. Shut your damn mouth. Like, I'm pretty sure that we're like best friends. Okay, can't jump off. And I had to try. To see the peace we enjoy now, one would never think that but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in war. The Salt Iron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. May we bring victory to House Volfort. Loot Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 8 to Notes. You will find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they will help you better understand Norzelia and its history, and we will be reading all of them. View the notes you've collected at any time by selecting War Chronicle, Notes from the main menu. Okay, up the Norzelia River and past a handful of craggy mountains lies the Esfrosti capital. Despite the blizzards oft swirling about it, the city itself is orderly and well maintained, and the people who dwell there spirited and undaunted. By working together, they have managed to thrive in one of the most inhospitable places in the realm. It is this fortitude that has allowed Esfrost to grow into a nation to be reckoned with. Esfrost's ironstone was carved out of a rocky mountainside, which is unusual, but fitting for a land with countless iron mines within its borders. It functions as both a castle and an iron factory. Skilled artisans of the Grand Duchy are brought to the castle, where they mass-produce ironworks and engage in technological research. Thanks to an enormous forge as large and as hot as the mouth of a volcano within the castle, they are able to create huge quantities of ironware and weapons on a daily basis for Esfrost's pride and joy, the Black Irons. Upon the castle's ramparts is arguably the crowning achievement of Esfrosti ironworking, a gigantic bell, larger than the largest dragon. I cannot even begin to fathom how they managed to create such a beast. Each day, the bell tolls the time for the people of the capital. It is so loud it can be heard all throughout the mountains, and has even been known to trigger avalanches on distant slopes. Yeah, seems to be a bad idea in their locale. Is the bell actually that giant, sculptured head in the picture? Is that the bell? Might be. Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. Is that a cat? It is. Cute. I like it. Cool. Some more HP recovery items. We're gonna need them, especially on hard mode. Nice. Some extra money. You know, just stealing from our vassals. No big deal. I'm a great lord. Look at me. I become lord for one day and I'm already robbing everybody blind. This town is prosperous and its people have faith in their lord. An impressive achievement by my experience. You were too kind, Lord Dragan. Oh no, this is not who I thought it was. Okay, I don't know who this guy is then. My apologies, but you are? Oh, the apology should be mine. I'm Serenoa, Wolfort. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured I shall be punctual in my arrival. I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? It's an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simon will spark inspiration. Okay, I can zoom in and out. A lot of folk have come to town for the ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in wide-eyed wonder. Is that a loaded gun? I can scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host to such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will win glory, which will be known as the fiercest in all Norzelia? I mean to be there when history is made. I wonder if the tourney is something that can actually be won or lost and has an effect on things in the game. That'd be kinda cool. I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked her dear bride-to-be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony. I hear a veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. Oh, that one did not glow. So there are pots and things that can be interacted with that don't have a sparkle to them. Good to know, actually. So it will behoove us to actually walk up to things to see if we can loot them. Yes, I did just say the word behoove, and you're all just gonna have to fucking deal with it, okay? My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work, though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. There is no rest for young lordling. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land so that we might share the weight of your duties. It's just like him to gallivant off with nary a word of farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? Okay, so Lord Dragan is her cousin, right? Okay. Just trying to keep everything straight. Wolfort is nested safely behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I am sure. There are always threats to the peace, however, as your encounter with the bandits proved. Of course, simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task in itself. You've given me much to consider. We're playing a hide and seek till Da comes home. I need to find a place to hide and quick. It takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help your father when you're older. Da's always saying he can't wait to show me the ropes. I'm certain he'll be happy to, and I'm certain you'll be happy to learn. If it makes Da happy, then I'll learn whatever I need to. There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. Okay. So, we've spoken to everybody at this point. So I'm guessing we can either just walk back or hit the plus button. Okay, maybe we actually have to hit the plus button. End exploration? Yes. The banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragan and I had best not arrive late. Indeed. At the banquet.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house.
Oh, it's going to be like that, I see.
Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
Okay.
I have heard much
Don't like
of your
him much.
ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I.
It's probably classist.
Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
Oh, fighting already, I see.
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
He doesn't see you as peers.
Perhaps the young
Hate to
ones,
break it to
yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers.
She's not wrong, salt's great.
This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
So they call it the Holy State, so they're very much a religious-based country. I forget what the name of that is. There's a name for that, but I'm stupid, so...
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
It's a theocracy. I didn't look it up. I just knew it because I'm smart.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But
did.
The fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few.
It's also important to note that the importance of salt in a world like this is a lot greater than many of you might assume, because salt is also used to preserve meats and things like that, so salt's pretty important resource, all things considered. It's not just because it's a tasty spice for food.
All those who live require it. Not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me, then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Okay, giving us a little bit of the tensions between these nations. So I think with that, we're going to end this episode. We got to bridge the story from Chapter 1 into Chapter 2 in this one, and I'm assuming in the next episode we'll get far enough that we can start another mission. Looks like we've also got another story piece at Whiteholm Castle, so we'll be starting out with that in the next episode. So thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. I'd like to give a very special shout out to my patron supporters, Darren York, ZTD, Seventh Son, Louis D, Ivan K, Len, and Jordan and Emily Hill. If you would also like to join this tier or any others, check out my memberships or my Patreon in the description down below.